Okay guys, it's big project reveal time. You ready? Let's go. She definitely needs some love, but I do have a lot of the parts to replace. So you see the rust there and how that's red. I do have a replacement fender that's color matched. I have a replacement mirror that's color matched. I will need a hood, and I'm not TJ Hunt, so I'm actually going back to the pop-ups and the stock front bumper. What else? The spare wheel, I do have the 4th stock wheel. It was just flat, so they threw that on. I just have to get one more, what are they? The Hankook RS3s. I just have to get another tire and we're good to go on that. A few dents and scratches here and there. Those should be easy enough to get out. I'm planning on repainting it, and I will need new tail lights. There's that crack there, and he had some tail light cover riveted in. The guy I bought it from. So I'm just gonna get new tail lights to just fix that. As far as these holes go from the stock wing, I'm thinking of going with a different wing, so we'll see how that goes. Just a lot of stuff to do with this car, but it shouldn't take too much to make it a really sick, just regular road car. And that's my plan for it. Take it to a track a few times and just have a bunch of fun with it. It smells pretty funky in here, but I already have some gauge pods. That's all clean in there. Stock steering wheel. Everything's pretty much stock on this car. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to show for the inside. I do have the seats too. We'll obviously put those back in when they're ready to go. Hey guys, this is Andrew from the future. I didn't get the chance to talk about it before we did it, but you're about to see us take the engine and transmission out of this car. Before we did that, I wanted to give you a little bit of history behind this car, why I got it, what we're doing with it, and that sort of stuff. So, I got this car for pretty cheap because it's actually a flood car. It was just about to be ready to run, and then the shop it was at before I bought it actually flooded. We got a lot of rain around here around the time this happened, and the shop's sewer system, I guess, backed up and stopped draining, so the parking lot was actually on a hill, so it was kind of like this. This was a wall at the bottom of the hill, and then there were parking spaces along here. So it was parked at one of those spaces, and this whole area just got a bunch of water. This car had water up pretty far. I think it was like... it was definitely past the engine, so when you see me drain fluids, a lot of water's gonna come out. So you'll see that in a little bit, but that's why I wanted to get the engine out of this car first thing, because it's really starting to get cold around here. It's starting to come on winter, and I didn't want all that water to freeze in the engine. So we got that out. That's the REW sitting in our shop, and that's actually a 99 spec JDM 13B REW and transmission. I'm hoping all that engine needs is a rebuild, but even if I have to get another motor, I'm definitely keeping this car rotary. So now that I've talked a little bit more about the car, here's the footage of us pulling it into the shop and pulling out the engine.
guys are absolute professionals. They're all at the peak of their career.
Oh yeah, just a good clean in there. Oh yeah.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks. So I hit the record button again to let everybody know that I figured out how to hit the record button so it shuts it off. Haha, hello, okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, so exactly what we're doing is I'm going to remove anything for any liquids in the car. I believe it was all drained by the last owner, but just to be sure, we're going to get it all out. Then we're going to get the power plant frame. We're going to take that out. We may have to unbolt the transmission mount here, but we'll figure that out along the way. Then it's the drive shaft. I believe it's 2 bolts, or hell, maybe 1. I have 1 bolt holding my drive shaft in, that's great. After that, I believe we have to take the engine mount stuff off. And in any other car, you'd have a bunch of wires plugged in and everything that you'd have to unplug. Anything you could unplug from down here, you would. That fell. But everything was done by the previous owner. So it should be pretty easy for everything we have to do tonight. So this is how much water came out of my oil pan, so, you know, that's always good. As far as aesthetics go, like I mentioned, I definitely want to go back to the stock pop-ups. Ultimately, I would love to get this car to a 99 spec look. I really like the look of stock 99 spec RX7s, but that sort of body style can get pretty expensive. I think you have to get a lot of it straight from Japan. But for the time being, you saw the bumper cover I had on it before. I have gotten a new one since then, and I've gotten a rear bumper. But I definitely plan on getting a 99 spec wing sooner rather than later. even if it's a rep, they can get pretty expensive, so we'll just see what I can find, what's affordable, and we'll kind of go from there. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a few minutes at the end here just to explain where I've been, what's been going on, why I haven't uploaded in so long, and explain what's going on with the builds and what my plans are for them too. So a few months ago I got a new job and I've just been working a lot. I've been working anywhere between 50 to 75 hours a week, so it's kept me away from working on the cars and really being able to make these videos for you more regularly. Hopefully soon a lot of that will change, and I'll probably explain more of that in the next video, but that one won't take hopefully nearly as long to come out as the gap between these last two. As far as the actual cars go, I think at this point in time, the RX7 is probably going to take priority over the Miata. I'd really like to get the RX7 up and running before this next spring-summer season, so I'll be able to drive it and actually enjoy it. I'll still work on the Miata when I can, but I'd rather do it right the first time doing it so we don't have to go back and change anything and so nothing really catastrophically fails on it. So right now the next video will probably be hopefully in about a week, and it'll be RX7 related. The one after that will probably be RX7 as well, and from there we'll kind of go and we'll see how things work out. So I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for being patient with me. I do really enjoy working on these cars and making these videos for you, but everything's just gotten pretty hectic recently, so I'll just make a much better effort of making these videos and making them on time. Something that might help with that will be Patreon. If you guys have any interest in helping me out with that, let me know in the comments below. I haven't set anything up yet, and I'm really just playing around with the thought right now. But if that's something any of you might be interested in, let me know in the comments below, and we can go from there. So with all of that said, thanks again for watching. Go in the comments section below, let me know what you like, what you think I could do better, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.